All right, well, welcome back to Exhaust Sports Auto. My name is Kevin, and we are here to check out this 2021 Nissan Titan PRO 4X edition, or whatever the hell it's called. That's what we're going to be checking out today. So who do we have to thank for this little opportunity? It is none other than Leith Nissan in Cary, North Carolina, and all their information will be down in the description box below. Casey is my sales associate, so his information will be on the screen as well. So, talking about this little Titan here. So why am I reviewing this thing? Well, it's because it's still got a V8, and I appreciate that. It's a 5.6 liter. I'll talk more about that on the driving segment, but this is one of those, aside from the Tundra, this is the other half-ton kind of Japanese pickup truck that you can get. But unlike a Tundra, which Tundras hardly give you any freaking incentives on their vehicles, if you go into purchase one, you'd probably see that. You can literally get like a Ford F-250 for the price of like a relatively well-equipped Tundra, so that's pretty crazy. So this is one of the few, like, you know, it's Japanese, but it's not quite as incentivized as like the American pickup trucks are, but it's damn sure way better than Toyota is. So I really respect that with Nissan, what they're trying to do here with this truck. And I've never driven one, so I'm just very curious to see how it's going to fare compared to the other trucks in the segment. Some have said that this ride's kind of firm. Well, I'll see about that. The few kind of short drives I did so far, it was extremely comfortable. But anyway, let's kind of talk about the looks of this truck, I guess, while I kind of ease this thing out of here. So the way this truck looks, it's not my most favorite looking truck. Not that a truck is supposed to be like a fashion statement, but this truck, I mean, it kind of has like this old Ford F-150 type look to it. But Nissan obviously claims that, you know, it looks like a warrior, like a Titan warrior face mask or something like that in the front. I mean, whatever. I mean, okay then. But it's an okay looking truck, especially in the Pro kind of 4X trim that this is. So I don't mind in this trim, but there are obviously other trim levels below this. I mean, I just chose it because it kind of looks cool. That's about it. But this particular vehicle is about $53,000 with the incentives that it has on it. So I get it. It's not like super cheap or anything like that, but it's kind of like, I feel like it's going to be a little bit more affordable than a TRD Pro, basically. But anyway, you let me know in the comment section how you think that this particular vehicle looks. Even though it's not my most favorite, it's not a bad looking truck by any means. This particular vehicle does have like the 5.5 foot bed in the back, basically, because it is like the crew cab version. I'll talk more about the crew cab in the space in the interior segment, but if you obviously go down in trim, you can obviously get like the 6.5 foot beds in the XD trims for the Titan if you want more of a work truck, basically. But I am far more interested in how this particular truck drives. So let's go ahead and let's transition into that. Nice big meaty V8, that's nice. Good brakes. Test more than a little bit here. All right, well, that's fun, but this thing, the highlight with it is, of course, that 5.6 liter endurance V8, and this is the exact same V8 that I tested out in the Nissan Armada, the 2020 version. So check out that review. I'll link that down below. Yeah, this motor is astounding. This actually makes a little bit more horsepower than the Armada V8. This is now about 400 horsepower, about 413 pounds-feet of torque. Obviously, it's a rear-wheel drive. It's got the all-terrain tires on it, of course. That's great. Revving this bad boy out, and that was a pretty good speed, but I'm about to test it out on the highway here in a little bit. But yeah, the V8 is a gem, of course. That's incredible. But this also, unlike the Armada, gets a 9-speed transmission. So, you know, I'm going to test more of that out here. And 9 speeds, that is quite a bit. It's not as much as the 10-speed in the Ford, but I'll see if this thing gear hunts or anything like that. So far, it's doing a pretty good job. But you do have a little manual mode access here. Ridiculous. It's like this column shifted thing. And yeah, hell no, don't play with that. But anyway, 9 speeds, that is too much, but hopefully that could help it get better MPG out of the highway. So if you do a lot of highway driving, that could help, especially since you are putting premium fuel in this thing. But I think Nissan does like to claim that this is the best kind of performance, or like the highest horsepower rating that you can get in the class, basically. So that is true. This is a very powerful V8, and I do respect that. So this thing does pull extremely well. I feel like the Armada was more of a monster. Like the way that was tuned, like the Armada was freaking quick, dude. It did 0 to 60 in about 5.9 seconds. So this obviously has less weight in the back and it's rear wheel drive. So it kind of skids about a little bit more. Not as much grip from these all-terrain grabber tires. It is 18-inch wheels. And let's see how this bad boy handles. Small hesitation from a start, but it's not bad. Freaking lane keep assist is annoying as hell. It just does like this stupid vibration thing, but of course all the idiots are out to play today. But let's see. Definitely kicking down, it definitely does hesitate a little bit. And nobody really wants to drive today, and that's fine. But okay, at the highway speeds now, this thing, it is actually surprisingly very quiet, and it does utilize double pane glass. A lot of people, they like to mock me for always mentioning that, but there's a lot of glass freaks on my channel. A lot of people are interested in that sort of thing, so I like to just mention that. And it's cool that they use double pane glass up front, but in the rear they do not, so it's something to keep in mind. Fortunately, there's not a whole lot of tire noise with these tires, so that's pretty good. It is all-terrain, not some stupid mud tires, so that's great. I do think that this transmission reacts better than the 7-speed in the Armada, so that's a great thing to see here. 7-speed wasn't perfect. This isn't perfect either, but like this isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Actually kicks down when he needed to. Obviously, there's no stupid sport modes or anything like that. Brakes are great with this truck, and actually, I said this about the Armada as well. It's a very large vehicles. You know, this thing is 5,700 pounds. Obviously, there's no weight savings with this particular model. It's not like the F-150s where they use like an extensive amount of aluminum or anything like that. But it does utilize double wishbone suspension up front, leaf springs in the rear. A lot of roll with this thing. It's not the best handling pickup truck. That definitely goes to the F-150, but you mainly buy this truck to be like a very nice cruiser essentially, and that it is. I'm about to take it over some of these kind of garbage kind of bumps here in a little bit, but out of the highway it was extremely composed, and I really appreciate it for it being quiet both in terms of wind noise and in tire noise, so that's a great thing to see with this particular vehicle. I will say the steering is actually surprisingly on the heavier side. It's an electric powered steering rack, of course, but it's one of the more heaviest steering racks I've felt in a modern day pickup truck, so something to keep in mind. Usually they try to keep it on the lighter side to make it easier to whip, but this is more so on the heavier side. Some of you might actually like that. But yeah, like I was mentioning, you know, double wishbones up front. I mean, that's standard on pretty much all these pickup trucks. They all utilize that, but yeah, it's got leaf springs. It's not like the other, like, you know, the Ram 1500s that utilize traditional suspension setup in the rear. Yeah, I mean, this engine is just absolutely amazing. It's great to listen to it as well. Yeah, going over some of these bumps here, it is more so on the firmer side than the other pickup trucks, but it's not ridiculous. It's not jarring. It's not gonna, like, you know, break your back or anything, but you just notice like it's a kind of a communicative truck, if you will. I mean, you kind of feel like those little minute bumps coming through at the body of this truck. So there is that. Kind of gives you a little jiggle, a little shake here and there, but for the most part, it's totally comfortable. It's, yeah, I will say it's mostly like the most firmer truck in the segment, because the other trucks, dude, they have gotten extremely comfortable. They would, for the most part, be eating up these bumps a little bit better, but for the most part, this is still extremely comfortable, and this is more of what you would expect out of a truck in the first place. So I certainly don't mind this ride quality at all. Needs to kick down a little bit, but once it does, dude, that V8 is absolutely glorious. Love listening to that. The brakes are great, man. It's just, that's the highlight with these things, man. It's got so much charisma, this V8 engine, a lot of power too, so that's great. This thing tows a little over 9,000 pounds. They're saying that's one of the lower towing rates, but I think the XD trim will tow like 11,000 pounds, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, if you want to do work with the truck, the XD trim is definitely the one to get. And that's good because the V8, this amazing V8, comes as standard in pretty much all of the trims, basically. That's the only engine option you have with the Titan. No stupid 4 cylinders, no turbo things, none of that. And because this truck is so freaking refined, you can be doing a higher speed in this truck, like 10, 15 miles per hour over the speed limit, and not even notice it. So that's one of the biggest highlights for me with this truck, is just how quiet this thing is and how smooth the V8 is. And once the 9-speed kind of kicks down, it really is great. But let's see, let's come to a little stop here, and let's try to launch it here. Just that delay off the line. Again, not the fastest thing in the world, you know, that's not why you buy this thing, but again, none of these trucks are, but it's just amazing, dude, just listening to that thing. Unlike those EcoBoost things from Ford, you know what I'm saying, this is far superior than that. Definitely the most annoying thing with this truck is that lane keep is just so freaking obnoxious. I freaking hate that so much. But, you know, wrapping up this drive for the most part, right? It's like all trucks, dude. Like, all these trucks actually drive great. All these new ones anyway. I mean, there's really nothing much to complain about. I mean, is it true? Is this more so on the firmer side? It is, but like, I really don't mind it at all. I mean, it's still a very comfortable truck. It has more of a truck-like feel than some of the other trucks. Like, the other trucks, like, they've kind of lost their truckish feel. Like, they just feel like big old luxury SUVs, basically, whereas this still feels like a truck, and I like that. Similar to the Armada, it's this V8 and this quietness that I really appreciate with this thing. I will say the Armada was definitely a better riding vehicle. Like, it felt smoother in terms of ride quality, so that was pretty nice, but this is still good, and some of you, I think, might actually like this truckish nature that this thing has to provide. But enough of that, let's go ahead, let's park this bad boy, and let's talk about the interior. And whilst I'm parking this bad boy, so this thing, it does have like all the safety features as standard. As annoying as they are, I mean, if you suck at driving, then they could help you out. And this is a pretty large truck, and it does actually feel it. It's not like the F-150 where it feels like half its size. This is not one of those, but you do have like this little 360-degree camera as well, and the backup camera, like the lines kind of move with it, like with the steering rack, basically. Steering input, I should say. So that's something to keep in mind. It beeps loud as hell, of course, you know, it loves to do that. Okay, so now that I have it parked, and also this gear lever knob, very annoying. I don't like it. It feels chintzy and cheap. I don't like that, but whatever. But okay, on to more pressing matters like this interior. This is actually one of the better interiors in terms of trucks goes. I feel like this is just one notch underneath the Ram 1500. The Ram really is kind of like they've set the standard basically for pickup trucks in terms of performance. You don't have to agree with FCA, you don't have to like them, you don't have to appreciate their reliability records or anything like that. Objectively, as a performance item, the Ram 1500 is by far the best truck in the segment. The Tundra is actually not far behind. I actually do really like the new 2020 Tundra I tested out. This is also, in terms of an interior, like this is far superior than Ford and Chevy in my opinion. I like their layout. It's quite simplistic. Actually, it's the same thing with the Rogue and the Altima. Basically all their vehicles, they have a nice simplistic layout to the interior. And there's no learning curve or anything like that. And also all the materials that they use here, it's a lot more rubberized feeling. It's very durable feeling. So I like that. Like the kind of armrest, the door where you kind of put your elbows and all that good stuff. It's all nice and rubberized. I feel like this is going to last a long time, so that's a good thing. These seats, all the Nissan vehicles pretty much get like these zero gravity seats. So this actually comes standard with the Titans, either if you get the cloth interior or like this leather interior you see here. Like I mentioned, it is more so of this rubbery material, but yeah. The ride quality, even though it's a tad bit firmer, the seats do a great job of keeping this a non-fatiguing experience, dude. That's why I don't mind the ride quality in this thing, because like I mentioned in the other reviews, it's not BS. Actually, these zero gravity seats, they do kind of give you like this floating sensation in the seat. It's kind of like difficult to explain, but it's the best way I can do it. It's a very good seat. If you've experienced them, let me know in the comment section. They're great. I like the steering wheel of this thing. It's nice and leather wrapped basically with the red stitching. A lot of red stitching going around the entire interior of this car. The red theme is pretty nice. I do like that. It's a nice aesthetic. But yeah, the steering wheel is great to grip onto. It's a perfect size. I do like that. Got a few buttons here that you can navigate with the center gauge cluster here. And the gauge cluster is actually nice, legible. You got a nice little helper screen in the middle as well. It shows you some good information. Automatic headlights. That's always great to see. And you have powered front seat here for the driver's side. You have memory seats, two-way memory seats as well. Double pane glass, like I mentioned. It is one touch up and down windows, only for the front two windows here, not for the rear. That's unfortunate, but whatever. Okay, talking about the center stack here, it's kind of the most important thing. So you got two options for screens here. 7 inches, that's the base, and you also get this 9-inch screen as well with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. I feel like this is going to be the exact same new screen that the new Armada is going to get for 2021, so keep that in mind. And This screen is very easy to use, very good to react actually. There's a slight bit of delay, but it's so easy to use. I don't mind it one bit actually. It actually looks pretty good. Like the quality of the screen is very nice, so I like that as well. And like I mentioned, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and you have all the physical buttons that I like to see. You know what I'm saying? Volume knobs for the climate control as well. And it's actually, you have your own little display for the climate control too. So I like that as well. So it's not connected to this screen here. So they did a brilliant job of the climate control and the screen usage. I mean, the ergonomics here are fantastic. It's almost like Hyundai Kia levels, and that is a compliment actually. It's so easy to use. Love that. Yeah, you have the traction control off. You got your 360-degree freaking, you know, all the standard safety features that you get. Kind of access that here as well. Nissan typically gives you the most amount of safety features standard, but fortunately you can't turn this stuff off if it gets annoying, so that's good. Blind spot monitoring is nice. I appreciate that. You got heated seats. You got a heated steering wheel with this model, and you also have heated and cooled seats for the front two seats here, and heated seats in the back. So very well equipped truck. There's like this little thing here. I have no idea what this is. Truck people, let me know what that is. Some type of auxiliary thing. I have no idea what that is. But anyway, USB-C connectivity, USB as well. So, and there's also a place to kind of like, you know, firmly secure your phone here. So that's good. I like that manufacturers are thinking about where to put your phone. So that's good. Decent amount of space, of course. Two big cup holders, a lot of space in the door pockets as well. Also, the Fender audio, which this comes equipped with, actually sounds really good. I actually really like the way the Fender audio sounds of this thing. It's a Panasonic unit, and I was getting ready to, you know, write it off completely, but it actually does sound extremely good, so I was pleased to see that. There's also a panoramic sunroof with this particular truck, so another thing, if you like that, there you go. And also, you got a decent amount of space in the center armrest, of course. Very good size. You can take that little plastic bit out in the middle, and a good amount of space in the glove box as well, so there is that. So yeah, as a whole, I do like this interior space up front here. There is, of course, hard touch plastics being used, and I did forget to mention this whole like kind of center brick here. It's like this piano black plastic, but it's not really attracting. It is. I mean, there's definitely fingerprints, but the worst part about this is like the sheer amount of dust that it displays, and there's like this glare coming through. That's the two things I don't like with the center stack and the screen, so that's annoying. I don't know why they decided to do that, but whatever. Okay, moving on to the rear seat. So the rear of this truck, even though it's like this crew cab version, it doesn't have as much space as the competitor trucks, but that's fine. It's still a massive space back there, and massive adults can sit back there. I mean, that's not an issue. And you still get the same zero gravity kind of you know, durable leather seats in the back as well. The one thing I noticed sitting back there, there's not like a lot of thigh cushioning back there. Like the seats are, I don't know how to explain. It's kind of a short bench back there, so I don't know, it just feels like my thighs are just hanging loose out there. It's a hard thing to explain, but it's not bad. I mean, you can sit back there. I mean, it's just something I noticed, but whatever. It is what it is. But like I mentioned, you got heated seats back there. I mean, that's fantastic. And you can actually fold up those seats, but you don't have like a flat amount of space to work with like you see in the Tundra. When you pull up the rear seats, you have like this little storage bin in the back, so something to keep in mind. But for the most part, it's very practical. It's like a typical pickup truck like you would expect. And the bed, actually, I love that it's coated. Never buy a truck without the coated bed. I mean, it's just idiotic. I do like it. It's a nice wide opening back there. It's not like as slim and skinny like the F-150 or like the Ram 1500 beds are. This is actually a nice size bed. I appreciate that. But it is 5.5, and I do like that there's like these little silver kind of railings on the side, so you can put like a ratchet or whatever, you know, hook that up. That's pretty convenient. I do like that. So that's pretty good. It's a soft opening, soft closing kind of a tailgate as well. So that's pretty nice. So overall, what do I think about the Nissan Titan, the 2021? Definitely the value with these trucks is if you get like an XD with like the 6.5 foot bed. That way you can put like a toolbox back there and really use it as like a work truck. So that's pretty good. But this is a pretty cool truck as well. I like the incentives on this thing. It's a fine driving truck. There's no issues with it. Absolutely not. It's a great driving truck still. That engine is a highlight. So is the quietness and the smoothness of it. So it's pretty great. It is slightly on the firmer side, but nothing to complain about at all. It's still a very smooth truck. So I like it. It's something to consider if you negotiate a great price on it. I think it makes a lot of sense. So I like it. It's also got one of the better interiors in the class. Like for a truck, it's actually pretty nice in here. So I like that as well. If you're an owner of this truck, let me know how it's held up for you, if you still like it. Let me know if you've tried out any of the other trucks as well. But all of Leith Nissan's information will be down in the description box below, and I'll see you on the next review. It'll be up on the end screen here. So take care and goodbye.